Good afternoon. I'm on a time limit here, but I brought along a bag full of journals that document our stories, and I think it's the one thing, not I think, I know it's the one thing we as small business have in common. Documenting our struggles, documenting our fears, documenting our successes, documenting our perseverance to fight through and punch through every challenge that comes along our way. Whether it be sleepless nights, wondering how and where we're going to make payroll, or whether it's, sharing an exalting situation that we've got that order, we've got that job, that piece of equipment we had a birthday party for. It's all documented in here, and it's a story of us. And our story starts a little bit different, but I wanted to make sure that foundation was set, that we all have that part of the story in common. Because a lot of you out there have these brilliant visions of where you're going and what you're doing, and you're in contact with that passion. You know why you're here, and you know what your job is. But my journey took me to where I ended up broken, wasn't able to provide for my kids, wasn't able to keep them in the house in the area they were doing good. And I got to a point of surrender, and it looked like this. I give up. And I want to encourage, because I bet you there's a few in here that might be feeling that way too. Working hard for 18 years through industry, always giving your best, showing up big, and somehow things just aren't going right. Well, then I got to the end of that, and all within a 2-week period of my life, I lost my family as I knew it, my home as I knew it, my place of employment as I knew it, and it got me to what I call the end of myself. And I started asking at that point, okay, you must have some better answers than the choices I've made. And I started asking, what do I do? And in sincere asking in prayer, I asked, what do I do? And I'll tell you what, there was a light that came and gave me some signals, without a doubt, of what I was to do. And the very first thing was the name of our company, which was, somebody suggested, JC Supply. And my first thought was, my husband's name being Jerry. And I said, well, what's wrong with CJ Supply? So soon pointed out to me that JC could be Jerry and Connie, or it could be Jesus Christ. And when you win. That was my strength. That was my hope. That I didn't know who I was. I was at the end of myself. That's the best place. And that's a powerful place to be. So I want to encourage anybody that's in that role, in that spot right now, just hang on, surrender. There's an amazing ride ahead for you. And our ride ended up looking like this. I had no plan of being a manufacturer. And a gentleman's name that got mentioned here called me yesterday to congratulate me, Robert Dodge, I know he's here. And when we were going to buy our first building, there was no steel market. Steel was at a shortage. Prices were escalating 60%. We have no backlog in our work. Typically we have $3 million going in the next year, and we're being pushed to go out and buy a 40,000 square foot building, $3 million building. So Mr. Dodge comes and he sits across the table from me, and we talk about our niche, and he goes back to his office, and he faxes over a 5-year business plan and says, sign it. Okay. Before I knew it, within a 2-week period, I had an approval of an SBA loan to buy this building that I didn't even want to buy. The stories, the people, the heroes that have come along our side to create who we are today, including the SBA, including the opportunities through the Reinvestment Act. All of those are part of our heroes that have shaped and formed us. And I've got to say one thing in closing. I have to thank the heroes at my table who have believed in my mission, believed in me themselves, and being able to do whatever it takes to succeed. And I thank all of you for this opportunity. I thank the Orange County Hispanic Chamber for hosting this event, giving us an opportunity to share our platform, and to the SBA for all of the wonderful things it does for small business. So in that,